High school sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a deer. Darlings Auto Group. You'll do better at Darlings. Visit darlings.com. Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned Maine company with locations in Bangor, Augusta, and North Windham. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school for 56 years. Eastern Maine Community College, one college, many possibilities. Visit emcc.edu. High school sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by Maine Trailer, Dairy Queen in Old Town in Bangor, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals, Autumn of Life Home Care, Black Fly Coffee, Angelo's Pizzeria, Hartford's Auto Service, UMaine Online, Old Town Redemption Center, the Coach House Restaurant, UMaine Athletics, Bennett Auto Center, Tiller and Rye, Orno and Callis IGA, The Growing Place, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning, Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets, AM Construction and Roofing, Doors Equipment Company, Hillside Athletics, The Fitch Company, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Tim's Plumbing, The Farmer's Table, Knowlton Automotive, American Made Home Goods, Back Alley Bar and Grill, RT Electrical, Auto Radiator Services, Mainstay Skincare, Pucksport Hannaford, Mainly Audio, Maniac Snack Shack and Snip and Snack, Sweet Frog, Union Street Towing, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Creative Options LLC, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Down East Toyota, Husson University, Harvey RV, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, Thomas College, First National Bank, Napa Auto Parts, and Hammond Lumber Company. Let's get you out to the game.
Hello everyone and welcome to the University of Maine, the site of tonight's Class B boys soccer contest between the John Bapst Crusaders and the Ellsworth Eagles. This is the Darlings pregame show. I'm Mark Paulette, joined by Tyler Cruz in the Quirk Auto Group broadcast booth to get this one underway. And Tyler, what a treat for us here tonight. This is my first time up at the new $27 million soccer complex here on the University of Maine. State-of-the-art, just recently opened with the Black Bears playing their first conference game on it within the last week and a half or so. And this is something impressive. I mean, the entire backdrop that this is in the middle of here at the University of Maine, which is just constant construction, $100 million being spent all over the athletic complexes here. This is one of the ones that has been finished up, at least for the most part, and it's something pretty, isn't it?
It is gorgeous, and the last time I was up here, I was getting a tour of the Alfond a while back, a couple months ago, and Athletic Director Jude Killey said something along the lines of those construction trucks, the beeping you hear, that's music to his ears. Because look at the final products. You know, this is beautiful. It looks like they still have the plastic on the turf, the way it's shining back at us.
It is in pristine condition. A beautiful day for soccer here this evening. We got a doubleheader between the Crusaders and the Eagles tonight on Ticket TV. Boys up first with the girls to follow. Let's take a look at the boys standings in Class B. And it's two of the better teams in the top six. John Bapst, just the one blemish, the one draw on their record this season at 7-0-1. You got Ellsworth at 6-2-2. They're coming off a hard-fought 1-1 tie up in the county at Presque Isle. And it's two teams that plan to play deep into October and November as long as they can go here in Class B.
Oh, yeah, and anytime you have 6 wins in your first 10 games, 7 wins in your first 8 games, that's a remarkable start to the season. I believe this was a 1-0 game, 1-0 game in favor of John Bapst up at Ellsworth, or down at Ellsworth the last time these two played, so this is going to be another great game. These teams are very used to playing close contests in October, but maybe not this hot weather in October.
Yeah, it is steamy out there, especially on the pitch, probably a little hotter down there at pitchside for the Crusaders and the Eagles. Coming up tonight on Ticket TV, that look at the standings presented by Acadia Federal Credit Union. Acadia FCU is a full-service financial institution with 8 branches, 3 of them in Bangor, and a new location coming to Brewer. Find out how Acadia can enrich your life at acadiafcu.org. And the Ticket TV pregame show, also presented by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth, because nothing runs like a Deere. And extra value meals are officially back. McDonald's is making bold moves to put value back on the menu so you can save when you make your favorites a meal. Whether you love the Big Mac, crave the Quarter Pounder with cheese, or can't get enough McNuggets, there's a value meal for you. Stop by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, as well as Wilson Street in Brewer, to find offers that you won't want to miss. We'll take our first time out in the pregame show, and when we come back, a deeper dive on the season so far for the Crusaders and the Eagles. It's coming up right around the corner on Ticket TV.
Now open, Darling's Ford Commercial Vehicle Center, 80 Haskell Road in Bangor. Servicing almost all makes and models of medium and heavy-duty trucks and RVs, from half-tons to vehicles weighing up to 75,000 pounds. Our factory-trained technicians and dedicated service bays are here to keep your wheels on the road. Schedule service now at darlingsford.com. Call 992-1691 or stop in today. You'll do better at Darling's.
Your local professional, eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Nothing runs like a Deere.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a Deere. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
We are back here at the new soccer complex on the campus of the University of Maine, the site of a Class B doubleheader tonight between the John Bapst Crusaders, the home team, and the visitors up from Ellsworth. Mark Paulette and Tyler Cruz here with you in the Darlings pregame show. Darlington Bangor has you covered for sales and service. Shop new Ford, VW, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Volvo, and Kia models, or used of all makes. You can visit darlings.com. We're also presented by Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. Well, Tyler, let's bring up the rosters here as we talk through the Crusaders and the Eagles a little bit. We'll begin by showing you the visitors from Ellsworth. As we mentioned in the last segment, they come to town with a record of 6-2-2, coming off a hard-fought 1-1 tie against Presque Isle on Saturday up in the county. But this is an Ellsworth squad that has a plus 20 goal differential so far on the year, 28 goals, only 8 allowed. Granted, 14 of those did come on back-to-back nights against the Old Town Coyotes.
Yeah, we were there for one of them too, but this is a team that they know how to put the ball in the net. They also know how to keep it out of the net. Cooper Mitchell, a senior goalie, I'm pretty sure he's been starting there for at least 3 to 4 years, and he's a stud in net. And Haven Cotroneo on the offense, he's the gear that keeps the car moving, really. That's definitely the straw that stirs the drink for the Eagles on offense, and they don't necessarily revolve around him, but he's the guy you want to have your eye on.
You mentioned Mitchell in goal. He's got 5 clean sheets so far this season. The same can be said about Bodie Phillips on the John Bapst side of things. John Bapst, a dominant team, certainly, but maybe not doing it as you would expect at the high school level, where so far in 8 games, I say only, they've scored 17 goals, so averaging 2 a game. They've only given up 3, though, so they play lockdown defense, also 5 clean sheets, and a plus 14 goal differential so far this year.
And when you can have a 7-0-1 record with just 17 goals scored, you're doing something right. They play a clean game. They don't rush things on offense. They've really had that same style of play for the last 3-4 years. They play the possession game really, really well, and that may not result in explosive offensive outputs, but it does result in a controlled game plan and wins, obviously.
Yeah, Bapst likes to keep it tidy on the defensive end. That is what has led them to 3 consecutive Northern Maine championships here. The 3-time reigning champ here in Class B North.
And we've had eyes on those last 3 years through Ticket TV, through Channel 7. They really keep the ball on the ground on offense, which is, it's not something you usually see at the high school level, to have a unit that plays a really slow, not slow, but, paced
passing,
and controlled game like that. And they're really impressive the way they do it.
That look at the rosters presented by UMaine Online. 60-plus online degree and certificate programs offered through Maine's flagship university. You can apply now at umaine.edu/online. Coverage on Ticket TV is also presented by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar or taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be. The official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. And we're presented by Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment or office furniture. It's Levesque Business Solutions. Call 942-2226. We'll take another time out in the Darlings pregame show, and when we come back, Tyler, I've got a special feature involving one former Ellsworth Eagle who is being inducted into the Soccer Hall of Fame coming up in just a couple of months. We'll discuss next on Ticket TV.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road, from work trucks to weekend rides. If it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us, because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
When you're ready to remodel your kitchen, find all the materials and services you need at Hammond Lumber Company. Get inspired by the extensive in-store displays in Hammond's kitchen, bath, and flooring division. Hammond's designers will help you visualize your space before the work begins, and all design fees are refunded when you purchase your materials from them. And Hammond delivers from 34 locations across Maine and New Hampshire. When it's time for a new kitchen, it's time to bring your vision to Hammond Lumber Company, your building project partner.
With Thomas College, it's possible to earn a degree in 3 years and a master's in 1. It's possible to find yourself graduating career-ready through one of the nation's first guaranteed jobs programs. It's possible to become the future you, the one you dream to be. Because for 130 years, we've been dedicated to helping students unlock their possible. Because we're in the business of possible. That's Thomas College. Unlock your possible at thomas.edu.
New or used? What's your preference? If you prefer to buy used, it's smart to buy a Toyota certified used vehicle from Down East. Here's why. All vehicles go through a rigorous 160-point inspection. They come with comprehensive and powertrain warranties, a Carfax history report, and 7 years of roadside assistance. Plus, qualified buyers get low new car financing rates. It's true, the best new cars do make the best used cars. For Toyota certified used vehicles, all roads lead to Down East on Wilson Street in Brewer.
For over 80 years, Seaboard Federal Credit Union has been putting its members first. Founded in 1940, we've grown alongside our communities with branches in Bucksport, Ellsworth, and Herman. We're not a big bank, and we're proud of that. We're member-owned, community-driven, and here to help you build a better financial future. Whether it's saving for a goal, buying your first home, or simply managing everyday life. Seaboard Federal Credit Union, the smart place for your money.
We're back here at the University of Maine, making our way towards the kick between the Crusaders and the Eagles. The captains meeting down below us. We're about 70 seconds away from meeting these teams and have them introduced here in front of the fans, still filing their way in for the first of a doubleheader tonight on Ticket TV. For over 5 decades, Dean's has been Maine's auto detailing leader. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, feel good and look good in a clean, shiny car, and book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. We're also presented by the Furniture Gallery. Exciting news for Midcoast Maine this fall. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned and operated local business, is opening its 4th location at the Topsom Fair Mall in October. With a long-standing presence in Bangor, Augusta, and Wyndham, their team is ready to provide Topsom the same exceptional service, quality furnishings, and value that they can trust. Shop local, save money, sleep better. Well, Tyler, I mentioned in the going into the break in the last segment that the Maine Soccer Hall of Fame, the inaugural class, is being inducted this December, and wouldn't you know it, one of the members of that inaugural class, what I should say, is that he's a former Ellsworth Eagle. That would be Brian Higgins, the longtime head coach of the Eagles, retired after the 2015 season with 556 total wins, never had a losing season, 19 regional titles, 4 state championships in 85, 88, 89, and 93. He was also named the National High School Girls Tennis Coach of the Year in 2017, so it wasn't just on the pitch. He could coach them up all over the place, retired from teaching at Ellsworth in 2020 after 46 years. But pretty cool to be able to honor Brian here ahead of this game and talk about him going in as part of that inaugural class into the Maine Soccer Hall of Fame.
Yeah, certainly a jack of all trades. Anytime you can not have a losing season throughout your career that spans that many years. And it's high school sports. You get turnovers, you get classes that are more athletic than other classes. You get, that shows you have a very good feeder program, but it is very reflective of the head coach, the system he has, the culture they've built. And, soccer's really big down at Ellsworth, and he's part of the reasons why.
Oh, absolutely. He is as big a reason as any. So congratulations once again to Coach Higgins, set to be inducted as part of that inaugural class in the Maine Soccer Hall of Fame coming up this December. Ticket TV coverage presented by Northeast Driving School. They have been the leader in driver training, since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today. Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. In Eastern Maine Community College at EMCC, every student has a story. Some are just beginning. Others are starting a new chapter. Wherever you are, your future can start at emcc.edu. We will take our final time out of the pregame show as the Crusaders and Eagles get introduced here on the pitch, and we'll be right back for the kickoff. It's John Bapst and Ellsworth, the first of 2 tonight on Ticket TV, coming up right after this.
All right, let's check out the Kubota lineup, coached by Doors Equipment in Bangor.
Wow, that's a beast right there.
Yeah, and this bruiser can really move the pile.
The field doesn't stand a chance.
Uh-oh, the other team's looking orange with envy.
You mean green with envy?
No, orange is in Kubota orange, built to mow down the competition.
And with Doors Equipment coaching this crew, I feel bad for the other team.
Better luck next year, boys.
Making the competition orange with envy. Doors Equipment, Bangor.
Acadia Federal Credit Union keeps you in touch with your money using our mobile app, Acadia Go. Access your account anytime, anywhere. Check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, and even deposit checks with the tap of a button. That's not all. Now with Apple Pay, use your fingerprint to pay for purchases. It's quick and your account information is never shared. Apple Pay is safe and private. Acadia Federal Credit Union, we keep you mobile.
Nothing runs like a deer.
And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a Deere. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Looking for your next trailer or shipping container? Come to Main Trailer, your one-stop shop for all your trailer and container needs. We've got a huge selection of trailers for work or play, plus durable shipping containers. We can even customize them to fit your needs. At Main Trailer, we don't just sell, we service what we sell. That means expert repairs, inspections, parts, and registrations all under one roof. So whether you're hauling, storing, or customizing, make your next stop Main Trailer. Main Trailer, the place to buy your next trailer or shipping container. See us today in Hamden or Auburn.
Have a painful tooth or an entire mouthful of teeth? Mid-Coast Denture Design now offers tooth extractions in both Ellsworth and Brewer. Get your teeth pulled and immediate dentures placed right in our office. Quick, convenient, and comfortable. Let denturist Lindsay Young and her staff create immediate dentures for you, all in one location. Mid-Coast Denture Design, the go-to in Bangor and Ellsworth for dentures and tooth extraction services. Because everyone deserves an awesome smile. Visit midcoastdenturedesignmaine.com.
Stop in for a burger, burrito, or delicious item off the lunch menu. Cool down or warm up with drink options such as fresh squeezed lemonade, milkshake, hot or iced coffee. We also have Butterfield's homemade ice cream or over 20 flavors of shaved ice, with a variety of bakery items with gluten-free options available and our dog treats for your fur baby. Come visit us at Maniac Snack Shack and Sniff and Snack Bakery and Barkery at 45 Conduskeg Road in Levan.
So after my associate's degree, I got married and started a business. I wanted to go back to school. Bachelor of University Studies, it really was sort of like a self-designed track where I was able to take a little bit of everything. I wouldn't have imagined that I would bring life to that once dead goal of mine. My late father's biggest dream was for us to get higher education. I'm very happy to achieve that.
Have a painful tooth or an entire mouthful of teeth? Mid-Coast Denture Design now offers tooth extractions in both Ellsworth and Brewer. Get your teeth pulled and immediate dentures placed right in our office. Quick, convenient, and comfortable. Let denturist Lindsay Young and her staff create immediate dentures for you, all in one location. Mid-Coast Denture Design, the go-to in Bangor and Ellsworth for dentures and tooth extraction services. Because everyone deserves an awesome smile. Visit midcoastdenturedesignmaine.com.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Your first car, your first edition, and your first edition. We're here to help with all of life's firsts. Brewer Federal Credit Union. brewerfcu.org.
All right, we are ready for some soccer here from the New Balance complex on the University of Maine campus, the new $27 million soccer facility. It is up and running and the site of a Class B doubleheader tonight between the John Bapst Crusaders and the Ellsworth Eagles. Mark Paulette and Tyler Cruz on the call with you. You see the ball spotted right there on the tip of the nose of the Black Bear logo at the middle of the pitch. Director Max Pottle pointing out that he did, in fact, include the S in Tyler's name tonight.
Yeah, straight out of Poland. We sent Max for the week to study up on that stuff.
Proper billing tonight for Ticket TV. 40 minutes up on the clock. And the Crusaders joining the Eagles out there on the pitch. Good news for us, Tyler. The sun, at the moment at least, is behind a cloud, so we can see the numbers down below us on the pitch.
Yeah, I had been planning to just use the monitor the whole night rather than actually look at the field because of the glare, but right now we've got great lighting. This is going to be a great night. It's going to be a great game.
Absolutely. The Bapst boys 7-0-1, Ellsworth 6-2-2. First place versus sixth place in the B North standings. The Crusaders, the 3-time reigning regional champions in Class B, and this is the second meeting between John Bapst and Ellsworth this year. It was actually the season opener for the Crusaders on the road, a 1-0 win down at Ellsworth. And for the Eagles, it was their second match of the season after opening the year with a scoreless tie at Herman.
Yeah, Ellsworth without Haven Catronio in that one, who is their lead scorer. This one without Caleb Jenkins, not playing tonight after a red in the last game.
We are just about ready to get this underway with John Bapst taking command of the ball first. Our coverage on Ticket TV presented by Praise Auto Sales. If you're looking for your next ride, Praise on Outer Broadway has you covered. Guaranteed lowest prices every day. No waiting for a sale. Over 40 years of trust, integrity, and dependability. Visit PraiseAutoSales.com today. We are underway here on the campus of the University of Maine. Ellsworth jumping onto possession of the ball for the first time tonight and sending it up the pitch. Chasing after that one goes Eli Haller. All the way back to Phillips in goal, and the Crusaders get reset. Rentosa switching up the play, going to the far sideline. See the fans across the way.
Bapst not afraid to play it back, too, all the way back to the goalie in this one, and that's part of that possession ball they make. They'd rather play it back than force a bad pass.
Yeah, we mentioned in the pregame, possession and sound defense for the Crusaders, who have only allowed 3 goals this season. A plus 14 goal differential and 5 clean sheets. That's nothing that's going to intimidate Ellsworth, though, because they've also kept 5 clean sheets as well. They come into tonight with a plus 20 goal differential for the year.
Yeah, and when things are going well for these teams, the goalies aren't called upon too much. When they are called upon, they're both tremendous in net.
Just a beautiful night for soccer here as kind of second summer in Eastern and Central Maine wraps up tonight. One more day in the high 70s. First chance of the game for the Crusaders as they make their way down into the box. Looking to center one. Rentosa nearly got on the end of it, then got tripped. He's looking for a call. Nothing coming from the refs. And the Crusaders trying to regain this possession at the back, although unable to there as that one is popped up and out into the Ellsworth bench.
Yeah, junior Josh Pangburn there on defense. Trying to flip the field, get it back across onto John Bapst's side. Just didn't get all of it.
Throwing the ball in here for the Eagles, Caleb Jordan sends it down towards the corner and gains about 20 yards of field positioning for the next throw. Sitting right on top of the touchline here, up above the coaches, so you can hear all the commands that they're barking out.
That's Jordan with the throw in again.
Long one into the box. Bapst actually directs it back towards their goal. It's still not clear in the middle of the 18-yard box, and the Eagles put one over the crossbar. Porter Merrill that close to opening the scoring tonight.
Yeah, and that one bounced right to him, and that was a great chance for Ellsworth. Just fired it a little too much. Ellsworth bounce, it missed the John Bapst foot and just fired it off wide right.
Popped up about mid-shin, knee height, just unable to get over the top of it there for the game's first scoring chance. 2.5 minutes in. Eagles trying to keep the pressure down at this end. They have the ball. There's a pass towards the box. Good defense by the Crusaders as that deflects up in the air and not out yet. Ellsworth able to keep it in. Trying to get that cross. And nearly a giveaway here. Ellsworth working it back to the near side of the pitch. Bapst with a takeaway in the midfield and looking to spring something the other direction. Rolled forward into the feet of Lewis and put out of play for Ellsworth.
And the Eagles have almost twice been able to break that back line for John Bapst. That second time was a great defensive play by Luke DeRozier, but if they keep having success at that, this could be a very different game than the last.
This broadcast brought to you by Maine Trailer, your one-stop shop for trailers and shipping containers. Whatever you haul or store, Maine Trailer has you covered in Hamden and in Auburn. Ellsworth trying to sweep it back up to the midfield.
Good last line by Bapst.
Here's Rentosa in a bit of space, trying to get around a couple of defenders. Poked free by Ellsworth, but Bapst is right on it. There's some of that short passing we were talking about in the pregame from the Crusaders.
Yeah, and a lot of their forwards just have great footwork too, which helps a lot. It helps them play that style of game.
Luke DeRozier sends it to the far side. And Ellsworth comes away with it there.
Good anticipation.
Trying to race up the sideline, and this will be an Eagle throw. The new DQ Fall Treat menu is here. Try the new Caramel Toffee Cookie Blizzard Treat. Enjoy the return of the Pumpkin Pie Blizzard Treat, or taste the new Maple Cookie Shake. Discover the DQ Fall Treat menu before autumn is over in Bangor and in Old Town.
Great defense by Bapst there in the box, not allowing Ellsworth to get past that last line and get a chance.
Strong challenge, taking the ball out of play and a Crusader throw. Ellsworth just trying to tilt the pitch as much as they can right now from left to right. Bapst plays it back into the midfield. Sent forward by Rentosa, but unable to keep that one in the field of play as it floats out.
Yeah, looking for Gavin Rogers down the left side there. With a left-footed pass, too, just a little bit too much mustard on it.
Popped up off the throw by Jordan and had a play to the Crusaders. Long throw there from DeRozier, sets up the Crusaders, off and running towards the box, but Ellsworth is able to scramble back defensively and put it out for another throw.
Everybody in the box here for Bapst. This looks like to be a long throw into scoring range.
Here comes that throw into the box. Ellsworth, the first to reach it.
That's a great job to get there by Eli Holler. Just couldn't make the turn. Better job by the Bapst defensive player. That's Hayden Pepin right there.
Thrown in by Smith. And quickly back out for a Crusader throw. Gavin Rogers lays it off. It'll be DeRozier again to start the move. Crusaders try to play it out wide, but Ellsworth sends it back towards the midfield.
Yeah, and that last line of defense right by the goalie box has been effective so far for Ellsworth. Very clean game so far. I don't think we've heard a whistle outside of throw-ins.
Both teams just kind of feeling each other out right now. There's a nice run, continued up the far sideline, striding beyond the first few defenders. Bapst settles it back into the midfield.
And they're very patient with it, too.
Played forward here and just out of the reach of its intended target, back to Mitchell in goal.
They have no problem waiting for the right opportunity to send someone, waiting for, the right opportunity to push the ball forward. And since they're so good at the possession game, they don't have to rush at all in doing that.
This holiday season, take your office party from nice to unforgettable. Flash Me Main Photo Booth Rentals brings the fun, the laughs, and the memories your team will love. Don't wait. Book now at flashmemain.com. Ellsworth steers that one away from the Crusaders briefly, but Rentosa had the ball right back at his feet and sends it towards the corner. Shoulders come together. Bapst able to win the challenge, and then just a little too much mustard behind the cross.
It was a great pass by Rendoza to get it into the corner and give Bapst the chance. I believe that was Ewan Tooney with the chance there, 33, But Rendoza is going to make some plays happen for John Bapst. He was very good last year, very key in that team that went on a run all the way to the state championship game, and he's been very active here tonight so far.
Dawson Easler on for Bowden Van Dorn for the Ellsworth Eagles. First substitution of the game, just shy of 10 minutes into this contest.
The window's open. We can hear both coaches coaching up their teams live in action. It's kind of cool.
Everything they've got to say, we're right above it. This one bounces, fortunately, to the Crusaders in some space. Now Rentosa sends it down to the edge of the area, turn in a left-footed shot. And not sure if that caught a deflection along the way, but Mitchell might have thought so because he went over to scoop it.
And Rendoza with a nice pass in, but a turn and shoot right there. And good defense by Ellsworth to kind of, I guess, either deflect that shot or make it challenging.
And here's our first whistle of the game as a challenge on the Black Bears' head.
A little handsy on the challenge.
It'll send a free kick the way of the Crusaders as we have another look here. Bapst throwing about 7 purple shirts up in front of the ball before taking this free kick, taken relatively short. Some give-and-go passing and a left-footed shot, trying to curl it to the far post, but that one never bends back before exiting the field of play. Autumn of Life Home Care is looking to hire reliable caring workers to help assist clients with daily living activities while remaining in their own homes. Flexible schedules and an office now located at 695 Stillwater Avenue in Old Town. You can call 217-6026 or follow them on Facebook. Van Dorn, after a quick breather, ready to re-enter the game at the next stoppage for the Eagles.
Good deflection by Holler there to get it into Catronio's feet.
Ellsworth with a nice lead pass here, setting up an opportunity, and just a bit of a heavy touch there from Luke Radell. Takes that ball off the scoring angle and allows Phillips to come over and collect.
Yeah, it looked like it was DeRozier there, too, who was able to kind of come in and make it really difficult for Radell to cross when he did have that chance.
Here come the Crusaders trying to break just as quickly in the opposite direction. Chance for a cross. Oh, a nice move around the defender in the box. Laid off for a teammate. Shot through! And a great save by Mitchell. Quick reaction to go down to the turf with his feet and keep this game scoreless.
That was very impressive right there. All around. Impressive move by Casper Hansen. Impressive shot by Tooney. But Mitchell with the most impressive move of them all with the foot save in traffic. That's great reaction time right there. That's Hansen with a great move around the defender. Beautiful pass, beautiful shot, but just right at the feet of Mitchell, who's able to pop that back in the air and keep this game scoreless.
Casper Hansen, you really can't do it any better than what he did. Making the move to get around the defender and then the perfect layoff for the teammate running up on it.
Oh, they say tape to tape in hockey. That was foot to foot, lace to lace.
That was. Best chance of the game for the Crusaders so far. Now the Eagles making their way across midfield in the other direction.
I think that was DeRozier again, maybe, over there. No, that wasn't DeRozier. That was Monier over there in the far corner, intercepting that pass and making that play for Bapst.
Paul Newbell waiting to come into the game at the next stoppage for the Crusaders, and here's his chance. Joining him is Jack Backman to come into the game. And why not make a triple substitution? Send Charlie Sorich out there as well.
All juniors, too. Shows that they're getting a lot of time this junior year. Just shows the depth that John Bapst has. They go to the bench for 3 people, and they're all upperclassmen with experience.
Yeah, good mixture between the classes on this Crusader team because, of course, they lost so much talent off of last year's squad, graduating those seniors. Handful of seniors this year, but a lot of sophomores and juniors that really make it go. Really a strong junior class for the Crusaders.
Yeah, sitting at 7-0-1 with a team that's fairly new is a place you definitely want to be.
That one popped up the sideline and just out of the reach of Newbell to get to.
A little wind gust there at the right time if you're Ellsworth.
There was. That carried it right out of play, and it feels like that breeze has lost about 15 degrees.
Oh, it's nice.
Behind it. That is a welcome breeze at this point in the night.
Little battle in the corner there.
Ellsworth comes out of there with it. Raydell continues towards goal, and a deflection out of play. It'll be a throw from down in the corner. Stiff breeze right now, blowing left to right across the pitch.
Blowing kind of against this throw-in.
Yeah, kind of right down towards that corner that it's being tossed in from. You see it right there as that clearance just goes straight up in the air and then starts spinning backwards on itself.
This is definitely, conditions are coming into play here, at least right now at the end of this first half.
Eagles back on the ball through Jordan in the midfield, nearly dispossessed. Nice move there by Alex McGowan to step around a defender, keep the run going, and nearly get down into a scoring position before he has it taken off the foot. Nicely done there. Was that DeRozier for the Crusaders, able to deflect that off of
I believe
Raydell?
it was Backman, Jack Backman,
Jack
one of the guys
Backman,
that just
right.
checked in. Right there, 16.
That's
Great
the-
defense there to chase down Raydell and deflect it off of him.
It's the one blind spot in front of us here. I got a post to my right, a monitor on my left. Anything that happens in that little 4-foot box.
Sitting down, we've got about 3 blind spots.
Here's DeRozier getting ready to throw it in for the Crusaders.
That's another great move by Haven Casper. Casper Hansen.
He had 2 goals in a game that we did from here on the University of Maine campus, but we were off to our left. That's when they were still playing soccer on Mahaney Diamond, and that game turned into a 40-minute contest because a monsoon came through Orono, Maine in the middle of it. And with John Bapst leading MDI 2-1 at the half, that constitutes an official game.
Wow.
In the eyes of the MPA.
It's a good spot to be if you're Ellsworth. Catronio with space.
Blasting it right off the side of a Crusader defender.
That was Josh Pangburn right there making the stop.
Cross in, just out in front of Catronio, running onto it and getting a shot away, but floating up into the net. Was that Van Dorn back in the game for the Eagles?
Yeah, just a little too much mustard on that. I think he just got under it a little bit and, yeah, had the speed on that. If you fire that a little lower, that's a hard shot to stop.
If you're in the mood for mouth-watering pizza or Italian food made from fresh ingredients, try Angela's Pizzeria in Bangor and in Hamden. And you can start your day off right with Black Fly Coffee, a local coffee shop with drive-thru and mobile ordering, serving the best in coffee in the area, along with bagels, bakery items, donuts, and much more at 107 Main Road in Holden, just across the Brewer line. Got to sneak in a couple picture-in-picture breaks here over the course of the first half. See what comes of this move from the Crusaders as they play it down the sideline. And a giveaway there. Ellsworth steals it away again as they try to advance up the far sideline, still with the ball at their feet after a fortunate bounce for the Eagles, taken away by the Crusaders. With play going back and forth in the midfield, let's send you off to that first picture-in-picture break. Scoreless here in Orono, 17.5 minutes into the contest between the Crusaders and the Eagles on Ticket TV.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you, and with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities, and right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn is turning 2025 holdover season into their biggest RV savings event of the year. Shop luxury motorhomes, fifth wheels, campers, and compact travel trailers, all with can't-miss discounts and pricing. Or you can shop their huge selection of pre-owned RVs for even more savings. Plus, trade-ins are always welcome. Couples, families, and adventure lovers, this is your chance to downsize or upgrade and live the RV lifestyle at Harvey RV and Marine, just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
The hands-on experience is such a crucial part of education, period.
The faculty are incredible. They work so hard to make sure that all their students have what they need to succeed.
There's all kind of opportunities, and I'm just very grateful knowing that I have a job lined up full-time when I graduate, and that is all thanks to coming to Hudson.
Back here at the New Balance Soccer Stadium on the campus of the University of Maine, this brand new $27 million facility up and running, and the Crusaders certainly enjoying their new home pitch here, one of the home pitches for John Bapst around Eastern Maine. Crusaders hosting the Eagles for a doubleheader tonight. The boys contest, we're coming up on 20 minutes into it, halfway through this first half. The girls to follow right around 7 o'clock on Ticket TV. Here's a chance played ahead by Ellsworth into the box. Takes a couple of deflections, and the Crusaders have to deal with it, knocking it out of play along the far sideline.
It's got to be nice to be John Bapst. UMaine unveils this whole couple $1 million brand new soccer field, and you're like, well, this is our home field too.
Not bad at all. Double substitution here for both teams. Officially halfway through this first half, still in search of the game's first goal. While we were away in that picture-in-picture break, you saw a great save made by Ellsworth keeper Cooper Mitchell.
Yeah, a couple good chances for Bapst during that break.
Kind of a funny shot, the way it was run up on. It looked like it was just going to be a bullet screaming towards the back of the net, and instead it almost kind of curved its way through the air to Mitchell. He had to, watching the replay of it, it looked like he was leaning one way and then had to dive the other.
Yeah, we got to clock the spin rate on that. Or whatever they're using now.
Rentosa in the midfield plays it ahead. A couple Eagle defenders trying to sandwich a Crusader off the ball, and Ellsworth comes out of there with it.
Yeah, it's a great play by the senior captain, Porter Merrill, right there to get that out, even though he was kind of outnumbered by purple jerseys.
Right back with the purple team. Patrick Carlisle trying to make things happen in the midfield. Out wide, Crusaders looking to play the cross in. Almost able to get it back to Hansen, I think that is. Now Rentosa will snap a left-footed shot on goal, and caught head high by Mitchell with the mitts.
Yeah, great hands too, but another great chance for John Bapst, and they are not afraid to, cross the ball even though when they already have a great chance. And that's how they ended up with that chance from Rendoza right there, who fired the left foot on net, but just right at Mitchell.
There's a whistle. Just an Ellsworth player on the pitch. Free kick coming up for the Eagles.
Just the fourth foul of the game in 22 minutes. I think we're even at 2-2 right now.
Chance here for Ellsworth to play one into an attacking position. The Coach House Restaurant and Brewer is your stop for home-style cooking, homemade desserts, and experience-friendly staff. It's the Coach House. Takeout available at 457 Wilson Street in Brewer. Played in here by the Eagles. Headed out by the Crusaders. Now off and running with it goes John Bapst. Continuing that run across midfield was Henry Bessler. Henry's being told to take the throw by his coach. Thrown back into the midfield, little pocket of space for the Crusaders to operate in. Rentosa sends it out wide, but Ellsworth is there first.
It's a good read by Merrill. Great positioning there to be able to catch up with that, because that's a great pass by Rendoza.
Nice take back by Rentosa. The junior winning it back for the Crusaders. Cross played in, trying to swing at it with the volley and popping it up, and Mitchell right on the spot to grab it and hold it over the goal line there.
Yeah, he brings that down like a rebound, nice and strong. Nobody's able to pop that out. If they did, it would be a handball.
We have an injury on the pitch right now with Eli Einhaus down for the Ellsworth Eagles. Down right above the M on the pitch here, trying to get up under his own power. And attempting to hop his way over to the sideline. Now he's putting some pressure on that injured leg. Meeting the trainer right around midfield as we have another look at that last... Actually, that was the attempt while we were away.
Great save. Here's the other one, too, and then we're going to have a third right now to Max cut all three. Max got all three.
Look at that.
Looks like Einhaus just a little ginger on that right leg there. Walking under his own power, which is good to see. You're already down someone that roams that defense midfield area. Einhaus is the guy that really covers the whole field.
Eagles making a double substitution here with Luke Raydell coming on as well as Carter Crossweight. First time we've called his name tonight.
What's good news is the more he's walked off the field, the better he's kind of looked.
Yeah, he's kind of
that limp reduced a little bit.
Lost the hitch the more he went.
Which makes you hope it's just like a Charlie horse.
So the ball's down at the other end, which seems to be we got a fair play situation here where Mitchell is just going to kick it down to the midfield. And
I believe it was live because he just saved that when they blew the play dead.
So just knock it down to midfield, and whoever comes down with it comes down with it. It's the Eagles off and running, and Haven Contronio gets spilled in a shooting position here. Chance for the Eagles to set up a free kick.
A good chance for the Eagles. They're going to get Josh Pangburn there. It looks like he might have got him with the knee when Contronio was making his move. It's been a game with a decent amount of contact, though.
Caleb Jordan, the one standing over the ball. Looking over to his bench for some instruction.
And he's about 6-7 yards away from the goalie box, so this is a great chance here for the Eagles.
And that wall having to back up a bit into the 18-yard box.
Really set up by the quickness of Contronio. He was able to make his move around Pangburn quicker than Pangburn was able to stay with him, and that's what caused the contact and the trip.
Does Jordan want to shoot it or cross it? He's going for the cross, trying to pop it in. It gets through the first line. And John Bapst still not out of the danger areas. Contronio tries to get a foot on it.
Looked like an onside kick call.
Kind of did. Crusaders coming out of the midfield with it. Rentosa
sends it to the spot. Let's see if his guy can get there, and he does. He wins that one-on-one. No, Raydell wins that one-on-one battle. That's a great play.
Yeah, nice job by Raydell to knock the ball away, but that was quite the outside foot pass from Rentosa there.
Yeah, and you see that a lot. They play to the spot, and a lot of the times they play to the spot having confidence that their guy can win that one-on-one battle. That's what's been successful with them this year.
Crusaders able to get around a defender in the corner, play in across. Another deflection, not out of harm's way yet. Although that one is sent in wide of the post, guarded tightly by Mitchell. And out of play as Bapst brings on one. Cooper Lewis back into the game. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, Eli Einhaus right back in after the brief breather after the injury, and Bowden Van Dorn has been making his way in and out of this first half.
He was looking around the turf, couldn't find any, so he went back to the construction zone to grab some dirt and rub it on.
There you go. We are in the middle of a construction zone here on the University of Maine campus. About, $110 million in renovations taking place all at once all around us?
Yeah, everywhere. I mean, you see the work done on Alfond Arena. That looks amazing, by the way. This looks pristine. Nothing wrong with the Union Street rec fields, but this is a little bit nicer.
Just a little bit nicer. Cross played in, and first time in a while that Phillips has really had to be challenged back there in net.
Yeah, and Ellsworth has had their chances, but it's really been that last line of defense for John Bapst that's held them in check. They haven't really needed Phillips yet, but that was a great play by him to anticipate the cross and come and grab it.
Hartford's Auto Service at 62 Liberty Drive in Herman does repairs on all makes and models of cars and trucks. With over 3 decades of experience, Hartford's can provide routine maintenance, brake, and suspension repairs, muffler repairs, and more. Visit them at their Facebook page or give them a call, 207-989-6322. Got to show you the school profiles here. We'll do that next chance we get at a stoppage. That ball stays in along the sideline. Rentosa was able to get off his feet and continue the play. He's got it back with him now before being dispossessed up to the Eagles in the midfield. Ellsworth trying to mount a charge up the far sideline, now having to go backwards as a purple wall formed in their way.
Yeah, it was a great individual defense there by John Bapst to stop the dribbler. I think that was Einhaus trying to take it down for Ellsworth.
Bapst advancing, trying to play it up to Hansen. Back and forth we go, down to 13 minutes remaining in this first half. The Old Town Redemption Center is the original Redemption Center of Old Town for over 30 years, family owned and operated, open Monday through Saturday with $100 giveaways each month. It's the Old Town Redemption Center at 13 Chester Street in Old Town and at 827-7887.
Great passing by John Bapst.
Yeah, just holding on to possession here as they...
It makes them very hard to defend because when they do decide to send it in, there's kind of a wall of them that follow. So if the pass doesn't completed right away, there's someone there.
Ellsworth trying to find a little room to operate up that far sideline, now back into the midfield.
Good footwork by Einhaus there.
Finds himself in some space, trying to pass it ahead here. Raydell jumps onto the ball.
Great positioning.
Yeah, in space here to cross it, or potentially drop it back. He gets around one defender, plays it into the middle of the box, but there were no white shirts behind that ball.
Yeah, both white shirts, very forward. That was Catronio and Holler, both very in deep, and Raydell kind of played it to that mid zone there, and there was no one there. Both of them just kind of found themselves too close to the net.
Another chance coming here for the
Especially
Eagles.
when you're Raydell and you're very close, you kind of have to cross it back. It's very hard to cross it as close as Catronio and Holler were.
Jordan trying to set up for a long throw here. He brings it in. Helped along the way by Ellsworth, but straight out of play.
Both teams have had their chances here.
Let's take this opportunity to show you the school profiles, beginning with the visitors from Ellsworth. Why not let the communications director tell us what goes on at that school district?
Enrollment 553 with Josh Frost, the athletic director, Daniel Clifford, the principal, and the school mascot is the Eagles. And I learned this the last time we did the Ellsworth game. They were once called the City of Shipping Palaces because of the ornate homes sea captains built in the 1800s after making fortunes in the lumber and shipping trades.
We'll give you the lowdown on John Bapst here in just a moment as play is back underway. Crusaders on the ball in the midfield.
It's a big school. I thought we had more than 550.
Coming across the field, this one's picked off by the Eagles. Doesn't get any further than the back line, though, for the Crusaders.
And Bapst has really been able to string a couple of passes together. Ellsworth is going on these runs, and they're making plays, and they're getting chances. But Bapst is more of a very methodical style of offense here.
Cross played in, trying to catch it off the volley. Got a little piece of it, and Mitchell was right there to grab it at his waist.
5 saves for the senior so far.
He has been active in this first half, keeping the score line scoreless through the first 30 minutes.
Well, that's a good ball if they're
plays
on.
it ahead. They're on. It's played down. Phillips is out, and it's off the side of the net. Oh, goodness. Haven Contronio just couldn't quite get the angle at the end. And offside netting up onto the top of the goal as he tried to poke this one around Phillips. Credit to the Crusader keeper for cutting that angle.
That was a great chance there. That was a great play by the keeper as well. He did not make that shot easy for him. Missed that by just a couple of inches. That's what this game's going to come down to, is who's going to make a play. I'm looking at Rentosa and I'm looking at Catronio. Who is going to make a play and give your team an advantage here?
Yeah, I mean, these teams have now played, what are we looking at, about 110 minutes of soccer head-to-head this year, and only 1 goal in those 110 minutes and counting.
Very evenly matched teams, as they usually are.
Ellsworth again with a chance here. Down in the box, get the quick shot away. Off the right foot of Holler, but right at Phillips, who's starting to rack up the save total.
Yeah, and Ellsworth, taking advantage of that turnover right there by John Bapst, a non-characteristic turnover, and getting a shot on net, but just a little too long of a leash on that send by Catronio looking for Holler.
Double sub here for the Crusaders as Tyler Rose and Hayden Pepin check in. Let's show you that Crusaders school profile now.
Oh, okay.
For me, or
yeah, I'll do the 516 is the enrollment. Dan O'Connell, the athletic director, recently got his head and beard shaved at school in an event. Principal Jason O'Reilly. They are the Crusaders, and they are one of the few high schools in Maine with Gothic-style architecture, complete with gargoyle-like carvings on the exterior.
One of the few places left in Bangor you can find yourself a good gargoyle.
I like that style of architecture. Old medieval style. I don't know, when is Gothic times? Is that medieval? Is that around the same time?
A little after.
My world history is a little rusty.
Inside of 8 minutes remaining. Game 1 of 2 tonight on Ticket TV.
Ernie Clark joining you for the second one.
Yeah, Ernie making the way up from the drive.
We'll be on the roast tomorrow morning. Great play there by Casper Hansen.
Hansen laying it off here. See if the Crusaders can get a cross in. It's deflected. Riddell tries to keep it in play. Does he? Yes, so far. And he comes out of there with the ball. That is excellent defense for the Eagle defender.
Yeah, great job by Riddell winning that battle over. It looks like Tyler Rose there in the corner. Just another individual battle. Ellsworth coming out on top in that one.
And another one right there as Eli Haller gets around a couple of defenders.
Haller's holding something in his hand.
I think it's his tape. I think it was getting unwound on his wrist, and he was having to keep it attached to him as the ball makes its way out of play into the stands across the far sideline. Google tells me the Gothic era was the 12th to 16th century, so
that's about medieval times.
The front end of that, certainly medieval.
All right, I do know some world history.
Here's a long shot put in by the Eagles, and Phillips has the distance dialed.
I believe that was Van Dorn there, but way to run it down from Fields. Phillips.
Throws it back out across the far side of the pitch. Coverage tonight on Ticket TV, brought to you by Bennett Auto Center, where you can experience the Bennett Auto Center difference at 99 Thatcher Street in Bangor and at BennettAutoCenter.com. Tiller & Rye is a local grocer at 20 South Main Street in Brewer, proud to offer products from right here in the great state of Maine. A lot of purple shirts ahead of this one, and that ball might have got caught up in the breeze that's going the other direction down the pitch here as that floats wide of the mark.
And that's where Bapst is a little dangerous. They make that pass inside, they make that go ball, and Ellsworth just tries to discard like you normally would on defense, get the ball, get it out of there. There are 3 other purple shirts right there. So all of a sudden, it's 4-on-1, and they've got an opportunity. And I feel like that's happened a few times this game so far, is they send the goal ball in, Ellsworth able to deflect it but not totally get it out, and then there's just so many purple shirts on hand.
Free kick taken by a defender for the Eagles up in the air. And headed on its way by Banda. Jordan coming over for the throw as we approach 5 minutes remaining in this opening half. Reminder, coming up at the half, we will have first half highlights as well as a look ahead at our upcoming broadcast schedule. Another busy week this week on Ticket TV. Getting it underway here tonight with a Class B doubleheader between the Crusaders and the Eagles. Girls game to follow this one. Scheduled start time right around 7. Here's an opportunity for Ellsworth. That cross is picked off on its way.
No matter where they are, there's about 4 purple shorts swarming the ball.
They get to it in a hurry. Played out there off of Ellsworth.
Looked like Einhaus had the cross to Catronio for a split second. And as soon as he let it go and sent it to him, Bapst just converged on it. Great defense.
Nice header there by Rentosa, but the arm was up. Offsides the call against the Crusaders.
Believe that's Monnier there. A little too jumpy. I think he was a bit behind Porter Merrill.
Not like a lot of the turf around the area that has the hash marks all over it, so you can really tell where offsides is at. This is a true soccer pitch now on the University of Maine campus. 4:01 frozen on the first half clock. Eagles
Einhaus
making a substitution.
Einhaus checking out for Eastler. He is still running a little bit gingerly, but he did give some really good minutes right there. But I think he's going to come over and talk to the trainer right away, yeah. And we have a clock stoppage here, and we are moving again.
Back underway. Hansen passing back to Rentosa. Nice move there.
I don't know how Rentosa saw Haller behind him.
Like
he was able to avoid him without even looking at him.
Looked like he had the ball on a string attached to his right foot.
Very simple move in the grand scheme of an 80-minute game. That was really impressive.
That was. Long ball over the top here by Rentosa. Meets the head of Ellsworth's back line. Couple things happening right now out of the pro sports ranks. The Mariners and Tigers have yet to begin. Apparently bad weather in Detroit. delayed in the top of the first inning there. The NHL season also weirdly kicking off at 5 p.m. on a Tuesday afternoon.
That's not weird. That's the NHL.
I was going to say, kind of fitting for that league. Currently tied 1-1 right now in the first period between the two-time reigning champion Panthers and the Blackhawks.
They're spinning a wheel. When's NHL opening night going to be? 5 p.m. on a Tuesday.
I imagine there's a real raucous Florida crowd at 5 o'clock on a Tuesday. Well, honestly, you might be playing to the home crowd. You might have been playing to the...
They asked Florida
the
what
older
time
community.
They wanted the game, yeah.
That's your primetime retirement puck drop hour of 5 p.m. Inside of 2.5 minutes remaining here in the first half. Still scoreless between the Crusaders and the Eagles. Ticket TV brought to you in part by Orno and Callis IGA. Shop smart, shop local at Orno IGA and Callis IGA. They appreciate the support from their local communities and are proud to support local Maine schools and student athletes on Ticket TV. Orno and Callis IGA is our hometown proud.
Raydell with it in the corner.
Cross comes in. Gets by the first Crusader, and then a nice block as it made its way through to Dawson Easler. Got a swinging shot at it.
Yeah, it was bouncing, moving all over the place. You were going to have to stop that and then fire it if you were going to get a clean shot there, and he just did not have the time to do that. Oh, what an impressive move.
Nicely done there as Hansen continues to run. The Crusaders trying to get in position for a final shot. Headed into the box, and Mitchell able to grab that one.
Those three forwards, Cooper Lewis, Rafa Rentosa, and Casper Hansen, have really impressed on the offensive end.
70 seconds remaining in this opening half. Rentosa tries to get another move going. Cuts it back to lose his defender, and now play one up ahead. Is it an opportunity for the Crusaders? Skipping past a couple of defenders, trying to snipe one in there. That took a deflection, and is why Mitchell raced over to grab it before going out of play.
Yeah, I don't see who was challenging Mitchell there, but that was a very close one off of that deflection on the far side. He had to beat that John Bapst player to the ball.
Rentosa sends it down towards the corner. 30 seconds remaining. The Growing Place helps families grow for less and polish their home and style for a fraction of retail costs. Check them out first, check them out often. Do Green. Sustainability is always trending at 548 Hammond Street in Bangor. Collision right below us. The ball stays in play, down to 10 seconds remaining as it goes out. Thrown in here, and unless the Crusaders can get one real quick on goal, Rentosa puts it in the air, and that is the final action of the first half. 40 minutes off the board, but no goals up there yet. Scoreless at the intermission between the Eagles and the Crusaders here on Ticket TV. Back for the halftime show up next.
Heroes Sports Grill and Entertainment Center offers fantastic food and drinks in a fun, family-friendly atmosphere with 29 flat-screen TVs for your sports viewing pleasure and an arcade with prizes for the whole family to enjoy. Whether you're looking for a drink at the bar while watching your favorite sports team or trying to find a place to bring the family for a great meal out, Heroes is the place to be. Heroes also offers takeout or catering for any event in the Bangor area, large or small.
Come for the food.
Stay for the friends.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
You've always known what you wanted, no matter how far down the road it looked. We're here to help you get there. Brewer Federal Credit Union. brewerfcu.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $625. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our main family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
We're back here on the campus of the University of Maine, so why not show you our University of Maine fan cam to kick off the halftime show, Black Bear Nation. It's football season, and the Black Bears have one more game on the road before returning back here to Orono as you take a look.
Nice time for a pregame nap.
Yeah, all the Eagle fans across the way getting their rest during the intermission. 7 minutes away from getting the second half underway here. Scoreless between the Eagles and the Crusaders, but plenty of action from the first 40. Let's watch it back right now to start off the Furniture Gallery halftime show. And those halftime highlights presented by Next Home Experience.
And Cooper Mitchell just impressive so far. Not a save there on that one, but that was a chance for John Bapst. They've been playing the possession game really well like they do, and that set them up with a lot of good looks here, but that Ellsworth backline and Cooper Mitchell have been very impressive. Here I think is the best chance for John Bapst. Great move by Casper Hansen, great pass there, and just a wonderful save by Mitchell to get it in the air, and a great job by the Eagles defense to boot it out of there. Eagles defense playing without a starter, too, and Caleb Jenkins, able to kind of keep this attack at bay so far, but John Bapst has just they've been able to manufacture a lot of chances here, just with their style of play, their footwork, their passing.
Yep. There's a good chance for, is that Catronio trying to get down around Phillips?
Yeah, and he had the move to get around the defender, but Phillips just did not give him any kind of angle there for the shot. Been a lot of chances for Ellsworth as well, not as close to scoring as Bapst because of that back line of defense from John Bapst, but they had a good stretch there from about 8 minutes left in the half to about 2-3 minutes left in the half, where they got a lot of good chances there against Bodie Phillips.
Yeah, story of that first half, just matching defensive capabilities between Cooper Mitchell and the back line for the Crusaders. We are here at the half, presented by the Furniture Gallery, and exciting news for the Mid-Coast Maine this fall. The Furniture Gallery, a family-owned and operated local business, is opening its fourth location at the Topsom Fair Mall in October with a long-standing presence in Bangor, Augusta, and Windham. You see there a shot of just all the construction taking place around us right now at the University of Maine. I mentioned earlier, that's what it looks like with $100 million in active renovations all around us. So the soccer pitch that we're broadcasting from, just newly, freshly completed. The University of Maine playing their first game on it about a week and a half ago. You see the new track going in behind us. That's going to be state-of-the-art. You already have the softball field way in the way background.
There's that field hockey practice going on over there. Yeah, Joseph Babineau trying to bring him another America East championship.
We got a dome that no longer deflates off to the right, so that's always a positive.
That's a huge plus.
Plus, just everything going on right now, kind of out in front of us here on the soccer pitch, where you look towards the football stadium, which is being used right now. Looks like some soccer warm-ups going on out there, but carving new roads to get over to this facility. The improvements to the field house, which they just did they redid the interior, obviously the new facade to the Alfond. It is cash being spent around campus right now.
And when they finish all that, they build a whole arena.
Yeah, they just take out that parking lot and close in that end of the football stadium and park a new on-campus basketball arena down there. That is going to be awesome.
That is going to be very nice. I like how the football stadium and the basketball arena are going to connect. You can have boxes in there inside overlooking the football game. You can have boxes overlooking. Like, you can do a lot with that one building, the bleachers from football connecting to Morse Arena. It's going to be really nice.
And even simple things, like they built up behind the football field here. So it sits down now. You walk up behind it here to get to the soccer pitch. It's just little details like that are really turning this into a state-of-the-art athletic complex up in Orono.
Yeah, nice inside look at all the hard work going on and the hard work going on by the field hockey team as well.
So scoreless at the half. That's your halftime recap. Let's take a quick look at the broadcast schedule here before we ship you off to break to end the Furniture Gallery halftime show. Kicking off a busy week on Ticket TV. We've got the girls match coming up right after this one between the Crusaders and the Eagles. Ernie Clark will be joining me for the call of that. And then on Thursday, we are right here because it's the Crusaders hosting the Broncos. And that game, why not take advantage of this fine new pitch that you have to play on?
Yeah, and why not take advantage of, not having to break down and set up the equipment all over again as well.
Perfect for us.
I see that 6 p.m. football start, and I'm like, I love those.
Oh, we will.
You get to your 7 o'clock game, and you already got a game in the camera on the SD card. You are way ahead of schedule when they start kicking off at 6 o'clock. It makes those Friday night lights a little bit easier.
Still thinking like the mind of a sports director right there from a news station.
Sometimes I see the equipment that, we'll have in the schools, and I'll say, oh, we had this, we had that. I'm like, no, not we anymore. Channel 7 had this, Channel 7 had that.
Friday night doubleheader coming up. As Tyler mentioned, I'll be over in Brewer as the Witches try to snap a 3-game losing streak against the undefeated Herman Hawks. Meanwhile, in Bangor, Jim and Ernie will be over at Cameron Stadium. The Rams off to a strong start to the year, too, coming off a blowout win last week. That'll do it for
92.9 The Ticket. You'll have Maine Hockey.
92.9 The Ticket, Maine Hockey. There you go. Extra plug from Tyler Cruz, the in-arena.
Yeah, I don't think you'll hear me
voice
on the 92.9 The Ticket unless I get a John Shields shout out. But you got to be really special for those.
That'll do it for our halftime show. We're back for the second half kick between the Crusaders and the Eagles up next on Ticket TV.
Darling's Kia is your #1 Kia dealer in Maine, and we've got something for everyone. Whether you're shopping for an all-wheel drive gas, EV, hybrid, or plug-in hybrid, Darling's Kia has a full lineup to choose from. Plus, enjoy affordable lease programs and other incredible deals on award-winning Kias, all covered by our 10-year or 100,000-mile warranty. The best in the business. The best cars, the best prices, and the best warranty. Shop Darling's Kia.
You'll do better at Darling's.
With Maine's largest network of parts, Coastal Auto Parts keeps things moving. If it's got wheels and an engine, we've got the parts to keep it on the road. From work trucks to weekend rides. If it's on the road, we're behind it. At Coastal Auto Parts, we're driven by more than engines. We're powered by the people who count on us. Because serving our community is what keeps us going. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Black Bear Nation, it's football season. Join us for all the excitement of game day in Orono. For tickets to all Black Bear games, visit goblackbears.com/tickets or call 581-2327. Go Blue!
Your local professional eco-friendly office space partner is Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop shop to get the job done. Handling all your office furniture and printing machine needs at an affordable price. Offering full system integration into your workplace and local service on everything we sell. We can even remote monitor your system with just-in-time inventory and service need assessments. Little to no downtime gives you peace of mind. At Levesque Business Solutions, your solution is only an email or a phone call away.
Back here at the new soccer field on the University of Maine campus. Second half underway between the Crusaders and the Eagles. Still looking for the game's first goal. Just over 50 seconds into the second half. Mark Paulette and Tyler Cruz on the call with you.
I think John Bapst overhad it. You heard a lot of oohs and ahs there.
Bapst again with a shooting chance, but that one floats off the right boot, and the Crusaders making the case that that should be a corner. Referee saw it differently and says goal kick.
It looked like, I think it was Cooper Lewis on the shot there, 11.
Yeah, you can hear Coach Bangburn yelling that's clearly a tip. As the ball changed direction off a deflection, but Dawson Easler making his way back into the contest as Eli Einhaus checks out.
It looks like we're going to get Eli Einhaus in doses. Actually, he just made the signal, hand, running across the neck a little bit. I think he's done for the night.
Tried to push it there after getting hurt in the first half. Gave him some good minutes after coming back onto the pitch, as that one is played ahead, but Mitchell right there.
Yeah, you knew something was up when, out a minute and a half into the half. Obviously not feeling too good, and he knows it too.
Bapst onto the ball here through a deflection. Rentosa leaves it in the midfield for Rose to run onto. Giveaway here allows Contronio to send it up ahead for Haller to run after. Haller trying to get it back to Contronio, the dangerous goal scorer for the Eagles.
See, when they have a sliver of a chance, they're going to take it. They're going to send it right up into the box, and they're going to try and score. That's almost the 180 of what John Bapst is doing, and so far it's working for both teams.
Yeah, John Bapst very patient, very deliberate with their attacks, as this one is played down the far sideline. The Crusaders trying to switch the play. Good defense over there, though, by the Eagles.
That's a great individual battle over there in that corner. I think that's Luke Raydell, and it looks like 33, Ewan Tooney, but just, great battle there. The go ball sent into the corner, and John Bapst coming away with it on the throw.
Bangor Tire Company has you covered from a lawnmower to a skidder. Since 1927, the best in tires and service. Find it at 514 Colbrook Road in Herman and at bangortire.com. A swing at that one with the left foot and wide of the far post. Was that Rentosa who snapped at it off the volley?
Yeah, just absolutely sent that one. I'd love to see the speed of that in midair. I think if that's online, I don't know if Mitchell has a shot at that. He's made some spectacular saves so far tonight, but I think that one was just a lot of power under it.
Pulled just wide there by the Crusaders. Best chance so far of the young second half. Bapst again employing that short passing, but it's taken away here by the Eagles.
They really get everyone involved, too.
Strong play defensively by Van Dorn before sending it up the pitch.
That one looked like it was coming up here. Oh,
it is coming up here. It was almost off the bounce right at us. Whether playing or watching, Pat's Pizza soccer can work up quite an appetite. This one it's time for Pat's Pizza on Main Road in Hamden. Call 947-6488 or visit patspizzahamden.com. Coverage of Ticket TV also brought to you by Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning. For over 30 years, Bangor's best dry cleaners. Ask about their military and senior citizen discounts, open 7 to 7, 7 days a week at 1001 Union Street in Bangor. Mitchell collects that at the back. The wind starting to whip out there, picking up. I guess it's supposed to get not nasty overnight, but certainly not the second summer that we've been enjoying here for the last week or so.
It'll feel like October 8th tomorrow when we wake up.
A little rainy, temps down in the high 50s, low 60s.
Whenever I'm coming to the greater Bangor area, I pass that big Smokey the Bear and Holden. It's been high and very high almost all summer, so this rain is a little bit welcome. Especially if you're John Bapst, you play on turf.
Pitch has been slanted left to right so far at the beginning of this second half, with John Bapst commanding the lion's share of possession.
Yeah, it has in this first 5 minutes. They've been very aggressive.
That one just too far, and back to Mitchell off the bounce. Thrown out here to Porter Merrill. Takeaway by the Crusaders. A little bit of serpentine action across the far side of the pitch, trying to lose the defender. Strong challenge here by Van Dorn. Rentosa battling for possession of the ball. A whistle comes in.
I think they're going to go
free kick going against the Eagles.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I thought
won
that
by
was
Rentosa.
I thought that contact was kind of almost initiated by Rentosa there, but I guess you get the benefit of the doubt for the offensive player.
A little bit of a box out action, I think, is what drew the call there, trying to keep him away from the ball. So it's Rentosa and Lewis standing over it. Now Lewis backs up a little bit.
A little bit further than that free kick that Catronio had in the first.
Lewis lets it go. Rentosa returns it to him in the box, trying to play a cross in. Now it's Lewis trying to get it in with the left foot through the double team. He's able to do so. The teammates on the far side of the pitch over there, and Eagle goes down in the box. You see him still down as a shot comes in, and it squeaks through into the back of the net. And that is the game's first goal. Ellsworth is saying play should have stopped with a player on the pitch. The Crusaders are celebrating the goal. We got to see it again to see who the goal scorer was. There was quite a collection of players in the box. Let's have another look. It is tough because
it is the original person who crossed it over there on the left side. I believe that was I think it was 33 Tooney, but I can't see from this angle. But I'd like to see what happened there in the box to cause the, I guess, stir from the Eagles.
Yeah, the player went down. That's where my eyes were. As
who scored? Gavin Rogers, 36.
Gavin Rogers, not too far off, as another Ellsworth player on the pitch, and this time play is stopped after a Crusader gets spilled in the box. Things getting a little physical out here at the start of the second half as you have another look.
It was a really clean first half as well.
So Gavin Rogers, the game's lone goal so far. Right around 7.5 minutes into this second half of play.
If you thought John Bapst was patient before, they got their one now.
That is all they need.
How many one-goal games do they have? One-goal wins do they have this year?
Well, the reverse fixture of this one, the first time these teams met down at Ellsworth on September 9th, that was a 1-0 victory for the Crusaders. They also won 1-0 on the road at MDI. Bapst has pitched 5 shutouts total this year coming into today. And after that goal, they've now scored 18 for the year and only allowed 3.
That's impressive.
Jordan's pass intercepted.
A great D by Catronio there.
Yeah, takeaway by Catronio, and he finds himself in some space. No teammates in front of him, just the one. He tries to outpace Crusaders across the pitch.
And they're going to give a flag.
Smacked to the turf, shoulder-to-shoulder contact, and a yellow card going the way of the Crusader.
Flag, card.
It'll be a shooting position here.
I believe that is, it's a single-digit number right there. I think that's Patrick Carlisle, the junior right there. Yeah, number 5 walking off. Or 9. That is 9. That is 9. Hayden Pepin walking off. So these black numbers on the purple jerseys. it's dark on dark here. It's not easy from the press box. We got white numbers coming next year, according to Bob Beetham, which is going to be a very welcome change, at least for us up here.
Paul Newell coming into the game here with Pepin standing on the sideline, getting ready to check out. Referee still talking things over. Now they have to come over to the Crusader bench and let them know the reasoning. The yellow card was handed out. Ball spotted. Jordan over it.
If you're Ellsworth, you want to take advantage here. You want to get at least a chance off of this free kick here and this penalty.
31-21 frozen on the clock. Double substitution for both teams before putting it back into play. Ticket TV brought to you in part by Danforth Down Home Supermarkets, family owned and operated since 2007, with 2 great locations, Route 2 in Herman and Somerset Avenue in Pittsfield. So it's still Jordan waiting patiently over the ball. The ball is spotted 10 yards away. Looks a little longer than that, actually. Jordan will go for goal right into the wall and right into the same player. Man, we got to see who's starting this break for the Crusaders, because he just wore 2 in a row from close range like it was nothing. That was as impressive as anything we'll see here tonight.
Now we know why they weren't standing within 10 yards.
Yeah, they knew what was coming from the right foot of Jordan as it's back to the Eagles across the far sideline. Take another look.
It's the one in the center right there, and then the one on the left.
Caught the first one off the side, second one off the leg.
Sacrificing the ball. He did it in a good job, though. He got hit in the soft spot, jumps up and turns. That's where you want to take it.
He might be feeling those tomorrow morning when he wakes up and it's 50 degrees.
Depends what the final score is.
Right now, his team is nursing a 1-0 lead. Out of play here. It'll remain at this end with the Ellsworth Eagles.
Since that goal, it's really been a lot on this side of the field, but nothing to show for it. I don't think they've called on Phillips yet.
Crusaders getting ready for another double substitution. Down on the touchline, it's Backman and Sorich getting ready to come in. Bapst deals with that chance for the Eagles, but they're able to recycle it through the back line. Although Rentosa was closing down there and forced the giveaway.
Great move by Hansen to get around the initial defender, and here come the Crusaders.
Back with Rentosa. He plays in a cross. Ellsworth trying to deal with it. Van Dorn sweeps it out to the midfield. That shot takes a deflection and goes straight out of play.
We'll see off of who.
And the Crusaders are going to have a corner out of this. 10.5 minutes into the second half as Backman and Sorich now re-enter the contest. Got a couple picture breaks that we owe you in the second half. We'll send you off to one after this corner's taken. Ticket TV brought to you in part by AM Construction and Roofing. Protect your home from the top down, serving Bangor, Machias, Ellsworth, Augusta, and beyond. Past customers earn $100 for referrals, and right now, save $500 on any roofing project until the end of the year. Call 551-6235 today for your free quote. Left-footed delivery here for the Crusaders. Rentosa has it at the back. He's able to get a shot into the area. Body's on the ground. Ball in the air. Out of play.
That's one of the first chances Rentosa's had like that he wasn't able to get right on net.
And the ball makes its way over to the far corner, so line it up and do it again from across the pitch.
It was a great play by the back line for Ellsworth right before Mitchell getting that out of there, because looked like John Bapst had it with a little bit of space, and I didn't see who made the play, but it was a great play to get that out of the box and end that opportunity.
That one just wide of the mark. Crusaders wanting to hang out in the corner, but this will be a goal kick.
It's Ian Frost. That is Jordan Chan, and that is...
I think we might be dipping down into the JV roster
I
for
missed one.
Emmett Wilbur, number 19.
They just sent some young guys out there.
Coming on for the Eagles. Or no, there's Jordan Chan up here. All right, so double number.
They put a 16 in the game, but I don't see a 16 on the roster, so you're probably right.
I think that's what, for some reason, I saw 16. My mind went to 19, and I read Emmett Wilbur's name, but 16, the only 16 we have for an Eagle on this roster is Clark Gillens off the JV squad.
Those are interesting substitutions to make in a 1-0 game like
Crunch
this.
time, yeah. Unless we've got someone wearing a different jersey here tonight. It's another Crusader corner.
They threw Jenkins out there. No.
Right-footed delivery coming in here. High in the air, bending towards that back post, and over the top of everything. out of play for a goal kick.
A little much there.
We'll take this opportunity to send you off to our first picture-in-picture break of the second half, keeping an eye right on the action here at UMaine. Back with the commentary in just a couple moments on Ticket TV.
You deserve a clean car. Let the pros at Dean's Detailing renew your vehicle's appearance and protect your auto investment. Enjoy your ride. Dean's gift cards are the perfect fit. Dean'sDetailing.com.
Get looped, get sold with Next Home Experience.
When it comes to repairing or replacing your windshield, Novus is the clear choice in glass repair. Locally owned and operated at 499 Hammond Street, we offer free mobile service in the greater Bangor area, as well as shuttle service during bad weather. We can come to your home, workplace, or anywhere you are. Novus is a preferred service provider by all insurance companies, and we can cover up to $100 of your insurance deductible. Whether it's repairing or replacing your windshield, door glass, mirror, or your rear window glass, you can count on Novus to be where you are when you need us the most. Call Novus today.
We've got a 100-year-old company here, and it's because of the service, the quality, and the experience. It gets done right.
I think we've been doing it for so long. The only thing that we do, that when we walk into a room, we automatically know how to treat that window. We can take any product that the customer's looking for and make it work in just about any situation that they present us with. So
There's no reason to be overwhelmed.
No.
We can help you through it.
We're not going anywhere. We've been around for 100 years.
Close chance there at the back for the Crusaders, but Cooper Mitchell out of the box to grab it and deny Bapst a chance on goal. One correction from before we went to break, Braden Pooler, backup goalkeeper, is number 16 on the pitch for the Ellsworth Eagles.
His goalie uniform is number 1. That's where our confusion was.
Yeah, we couldn't look beyond the slash. We just saw one slash, and we couldn't get over that slash mark.
We are looking fast.
Inside of 25 minutes remaining here in this Class B tilt between the Crusaders and the Eagles. Two teams near the top of the standings. John Bapst occupying the top spot at 7-0-1. Ellsworth right now in 6th at 6-2-2. One goal was all that separated them the first meeting back in early September. One goal is all that separates them right now.
Nice shot by Jordan Chan there to kind of block that pass attempt from John Bapst.
Out of play there for a goal kick. Tonight's coverage brought to you in part by Doors Equipment, your local Kubota dealer. They can help you with all your equipment needs. Visit doorsequipment.com. We're also brought to you by Hillside Athletics. They're passionate about sports and feature cutting-edge equipment to help you better your game. Visit hillsideathletics.com for a full list of equipment, services, and training packages. And the Fitch Company is where you'll find experienced electrical and control systems engineers, field technicians, designers, and drafters ready to meet varied engineering challenges or handle projects. Visit them at thefitchcompany.com.
Hillside Athletics, I used their golf sim.
I did that many times, yeah.
It is a very nice state-of-the-art
I was there,
machine.
Man, 4, 5, 6. I probably spent, I say more than I should have. Hillside Athletics very much appreciates all the money that I spent there over the course of the winter. But, yeah, you talk about state-of-the-art. I went there a couple of times, and then it's like, ooh, you can drop it in the bunker lie here. You can drop it in the rough. The putting's kind of dialed in more than you're used to. It is state-of-the-art with their two sims there at Hillside Athletics. Thrown into Rentosa here in a pocket of space right at midfield. Gets it off to Newble. Over to Lewis in the midfield. Lewis has it poked free. Haller jumps onto the ball. Maybe a chance here for the Eagles. Haller taking it down to the corner. Now he slams on the brakes. Lays it back for a teammate in the midfield.
It's Jake Obanda.
Eagles recycling a little bit. Jordan with a touch. Chan gets it back to Jordan. Now off with Merrill. Patience here from the Eagles, trying to pick out the right pass. Contronio, the guy they want with the ball at his feet.
And they are not rushing here, which is nice to see.
They are not rushing, and Bapst is just settling into their defensive positioning and not allowing them.
Ellsworth also has everybody up.
Yeah, everybody on the pitch except for Cooper Mitchell is on this side of midfield. All 10 purple shirts, all 10 white shirts, as well as Bodie Phillips in goal, and now we send it the other way. Nice interception there by the Eagles to not allow that ball to get beyond midfield. Tonight's coverage brought to you in part by Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, home of the complimentary 6-month, 6,000-mile major component coverage plan. Route 1 in Hancock and at tonysfairwayauto.com. We're also brought to you by Tim's Plumbing, where service is their specialty for all your plumbing needs. It's Tim's Plumbing. Call 735-4969. Visit timsplumbingmaine.com. Get you a look at the live events coming up this week on the airwave of 92.9 The Ticket in just a moment.
The reserves for Ellsworth are giving some really good minutes here.
Halfway through this second half. Right now, Gavin Rogers' goal about 7.5 minutes into half number 2. The only one up there on the board. The ball out of play. Let's show you what's coming up this week. Tonight we have ALDS Game 3 between the Blue Jays and the Yankees. 8:08, the first pitch there. Pre-game coverage getting underway in just over an hour. Tomorrow night, ALDS Game 4, if necessary, between the Jays and the Yankees. If the Bombers can get a stay of execution tonight with the series shifting back to New York. If that series is over, we'll bring you Game 3 of the Phillies and the Dodgers heading back to Chavez Ravine with Ohtani and company looking to cap off a sweep.
And no Yankee fans here, but it'd be nice for them to get their hopes up a little bit and then get crushed. The sweep's not as crushing as winning 2 and then losing.
Have it go back to Toronto just to rub the dirt in the wound a little bit.
Toronto really showed it. They were not playing well to end the season at all.
No, they flipped the script in a big way in games 1 and 2, tagging the Yankees for the most runs New York has ever allowed in the first 2 games of a playoff series. 23 after 10 in Game 1, 13 in Game 2. We got a whistle here in the midfield. Tonight's coverage brought to you by the Farmer's Table. For homestyle cooking just like Mom makes it, it's the Farmer's Table at 15 Stetson Road in Corinna. And Knowlton Automotive is a full-service preventative maintenance and auto repair center. Family-owned and operated. They provide guaranteed service at a fair price, 3297 Broadway in Kentuskeg, or at knowltonautomotive.net.
We're seeing here kind of is bend don't break by the Crusaders. They scored that goal, and Ellsworth's really had it on this side of midfield, but they haven't really had any chances from it.
Crusaders trying to run after this one. Ellsworth trying to get there in defense, and Mitchell has to throw his body in front of it to stop it. The clearance! Oh my goodness, fell right to Bapst, and then I gotta see, was that another save by Mitchell or a deflection off the defender to send the ball rocketing towards the corner? Have another look as Mitchell and the Eagle defense able to keep it 1-0 for the time being. That was
Porter Merrill there
Porter
on
Merrill.
the last chance, but another tremendous save by Cooper Mitchell.
Porter Merrill making up for the giveaway by throwing his leg in front of that one. Cross comes in, and Mitchell, did he have to tip that over the net? I think he did. Yeah, Bapst is lining right back up in that corner to do it again with 18 minutes remaining.
Casper Hansen with like a hockey play there to kind of block him
Shield
out,
the
block
keeper,
his vision, and might have made a little bit of contact in the air, but they are
down in the crease. I guess we have to
flip
the sides of the field because that one must have made its way over the crossbar a millimeter onto the left side of goal. Stop by American-made Home Good Works at 36 Springer Drive in Bangor, located in the Rennie's Plaza, to explore their incredible selection of USA-made products. And if you're hungry after the game, the Back Alley Bar and Grill inside Family Fun Bowling Center at 15 Hilder Street in Bangor has you covered. Cross comes in, headed up into the air by the Eagles. Headed out into the edge of the box, and Rafa Rentosa unable to wrap his body around that effort. Out of play for a goal kick. Don't forget to start your day the right way with a morning roast. I am in a roast sandwich right now between Tyler Cruz to my left and Matthew Cunha to my right. Two guys with wake-up calls coming their way in, 8 hours?
Just about.
You'll be talking with Ben Barr tomorrow morning on the roast. On the drive, it'll be myself and Jim Churchill bringing you home from 4 to 6. A lot of yells for fouls in the box from the John Bapst faithful off to our left, but nothing answered by the referee.
Was a little bit of a trip there.
Yeah, that was after the ball had been left behind. Scoreboard is slightly malfunctioning. Now it's back on. Just a power blip for a second. Decided to drop out on us and come right back.
27 million.
Still working out the new bugs.
Is that a new scoreboard or was that here before?
No, everything's
That's a
new.
new one? That's awesome.
Everything's new. Another corner here for the Crusaders as we dip inside of 16 minutes remaining. Right-footed delivery. This one a little short of the mark and cleared out by the Eagles. From new constructions to remodels, RT Electrical does it all. Owner Ryan Trabeau is a licensed, fully insured master electrician ready to take on your project. Plus generators, lighting, and EV chargers like RT Electrical on Facebook, or call 694-1564 today. Not too far off on a long-distance effort there for the Crusaders.
No.
Auto Radiator Services has been serving the greater Bangor area for 50 years, over 50 years, for general maintenance and repair specialty services like remote car starters. Call 942-4554 or stop by 568 Hammond Street in Bangor. And Mainstay Skincare is where to go if you want to look and naturally feel your best. Dr. Shannon Allen blends medical precision with an artistic touch, helping you achieve natural, lasting results. Visit 12 Schumann Avenue, Suite 7 in Augusta, or online at mainstayskincare.com. Mainstay Skincare, where the science of beauty is perfected. Inside the final quarter hour here of Game 1 of our Crusaders versus Eagles doubleheader tonight on Ticket TV. The girls to follow right around 7 o'clock, probably 7:15 or so by the time we get there, depending on how quick this one finishes.
John Bapst with a lot of possession here in these last 5 or so minutes, kind of getting back to their style of slowing down. We saw them play not erratically, but just a little faster than what we're used to a few minutes ago, but just that possession right there, very slowed down, very methodical, just like we've seen most of the game.
Throw here coming up for the Crusaders. If you're looking for trucks or heavy equipment, Hilder Street Auto and Equipment, located at 2209 Route 2, is your one-stop shop. From skid steers to bulldozers, dump trucks, and excavators, buy, rent, or consign with confidence. Call 951-1514 or visit them at hildrethstreetauto.com today.
And Bapst, the last couple minutes, has had a really good seal right around midfield.
Seems like it's been a bit since the white shirts have been able to move the ball to the left of that midfield stripe.
When they do again, we're going to see just like we did.
Oh, look at that inch-perfect cross off the right foot and into the back of the net. That couldn't have been any prettier by the Crusaders.
It looked like it was Casper Hansen with the goal, but that cross was absolutely perfect with the assist. What a great pass there to Cooper Lewis.
Was that Lewis in there, number 11?
I believe that was 11 in there, but that was an unbelievable cross there by Casper Hansen.
We think. 6-11. Again, the numbers here for the Crusaders do make it tough. Couldn't quite zoom in time to see the back of the jersey there before the turn. It's 5 on the goal.
Okay, so that's why I thought Hansen had scored. It was 5 on the goal, Patrick Carlisle, Gavin Rogers with the assist right there. It did look like a 6 that scored the goal. That was my first guess.
Patrick Carlisle adding a second here, just under 14 minutes remaining.
I think the play there was the cross by Gavin Rogers. He's the one that scored that first goal and put that right on the money in the box. Mitchell didn't know whether to come up and play it aggressively or play it back. It was just in that perfect location in between. And John Bapst able to capitalize and put up their second goal.
Carlisle running right on to the end of it and poking it by Mitchell off his right toe. And that could be the backbreaker with as well as the Crusaders are playing tonight, as well as they have played all year on the defensive end, only allowing 3 goals for the season. So if Ellsworth's going to complete the comeback, they need to score as many goals as the Crusaders have allowed all year in the next 12 minutes.
Yeah, and the Crusaders' defense has really shown that even when Ellsworth has had the chance, they've been very good at keeping them just away from getting a shot on net from Phillips. I don't know if Phillips has been really used this half.
Burgers for you, biscuits for Bowser, Maniac Snack Shack, and Sniffin' Snack, because best friends snack together. You can find both in Levant and on Facebook. Tasty treats for humans and hounds. Ellsworth giving chase in the corner as that one makes its way out of play. From Friday Night Lights to the roar of the soccer crowd, Sweet Frog is your go-to game day treat. Stop by 878 Sweet Bee and Stillwater Avenue in Bangor and pile on the fun with froyo and ice cream and all your favorite toppings. Sweet Frog, where sports and sweets always win. And for over 40 years, Union Street Towing has been serving the greater Bangor area. They feature tow trucks, flatbed towing, recovery services, and roadside services such as lockouts and jump starts. Fully licensed and insured. Call Union Street Towing at 942-4200. Taken away here by the Crusaders. Played up to Newble beneath us. A little bit of a nutmeg there. Newble showing off the dribbling moves. The junior with the ball back at his feet. Now it's off to Rentosa in space. Rentosa pokes it through, trying to get the returner there on the overlapping run. And Bapst just unable to curl across in as it goes out of play with 11 minutes remaining.
That looked like Carlisle again there.
Don't forget to follow Ticket TV on social media. We'll show you the handles here. Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. At 929 The Ticket on Twitter, 92.9 The Ticket on Facebook, and 929 The Ticket on Instagram. Give you a look at the upcoming schedules here in just a moment for the Crusaders and the Eagles. We also got to get you off to one more picture-in-picture break before this one is through. Bucksport Hannaford wants to support local student athletes this fall, and they're proud to cheer on their community's teams and help make their seasons a success. Hannaford proud to be part of their community. Speaking of Bucksport, they've been part of what's been a tough recent stretch for the Ellsworth girls, who have dropped 4 of 5 coming into the contest that will follow this one on Ticket TV. That included a 5-4 loss against Bucksport from Class C.
Yeah, at 4 goals against Bucksport. They're on that skid, 4 losses in 5 games, but I think 1-0 to Herman might be the closest game, or 2-1 to Herman might be the closest game Herman girls have played all year. 5-4 to Bucksport. That's a perennial state championship contender. They've played good teams and they've hung with them. So you may not like the result, but you have to like the process and what you see on the field.
Corner coming here for the Crusaders as they make some substitutions for the final 10 minutes. Is your car still living in the 90s? Upgrade to Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with Mainly Audio. Visit them at 191 Beachland Road in Ellsworth. Call 667-9777. Cross played in, met by the Eagles. And chased down. It's a great solo effort by Alex McGowan coming up the sideline underneath us. Bapst sends it back to their back line. And now up the pitch for the forwards to chase after, though Mitchell comes out of his goal to collect it off the turf. Let's take this opportunity to send you off to our final picture-in-picture break. Tyler and I back for the conclusion of the call between the Crusaders and the Eagles right after this on Ticket TV.
Harvey RV and Marine in Glenburn is turning 2025 holdover season into their biggest RV savings event of the year. Shop luxury motorhomes, fifth wheels, campers, and compact travel trailers, all with can't-miss discounts and pricing. Or you can shop their huge selection of pre-owned RVs for even more savings. Plus, trade-ins are always welcome. Couples, families, and adventure lovers, this is your chance to downsize or upgrade and live the RV lifestyle at Harvey RV and Marine, just 6 minutes past Tractor Supply, Outer Broadway, Glenburn.
It's time for a reset. McDonald's is putting value back on the menu. Extra value meals are back, only at McDonald's.
Back here in Orono, 7.5 minutes remaining in this one with the Crusaders leading the Eagles 2-0, looking for their 6th clean sheet victory of the season. This John Bapst defense has only allowed 3 goals all year, now up to plus 16 in the goal difference category.
Definitely in a good spot then, up 2-0 if you've only allowed 3 goals all year. You feel pretty comfortable right here. Pretty confident in your defense.
A little bit of continuation right there. Brings the ball back for the Crusaders with 7 minutes remaining. Bangor Mall Cinemas has been Greater Bangor's favorite hometown theater for over 40 years. They feature luxury recliners and an upgraded food menu. Find showtimes and reserve your seat at yourneighborhoodtheater.com. Crusaders trying to keep it away from Contronio in that Ellsworth attack. Pepin giving chase down the sideline in a crossing position and wins a corner out of it.
That's a great play by Carlisle there. Or was that Pepin?
Yeah, I think it was Pepin following the run all the way down the sideline.
These single digits. Can't really tell.
Black on purple. And this time of night is tough on what are some pretty poor eyes on my head to begin with.
We know it's one of 9 players. Numbers 1 through 9. But they have numbers 1 through 9 on the roster. No skips.
Got a left-footed entry coming up here for the Crusaders. Towards the near post, it might have even struck it. Nope, caught a eagle because line up and do it again, says the referee.
That's getting a little chilly.
It is. Wind starting to whip into the press box here. Call Novus Autoglass today at 945-6688 to get your windshield repaired or replaced. Ready to serve another one into the breeze. Towards the back post and just over the head of a Crusader charging into the net. Bangor Window Shade and Drapery has been offering custom blind shades and draperies, plus outdoor awnings in downtown Bangor for over 100 years. Stop in at 105 Main Street in Bangor.
Bapst still winning some of those 50-50 balls here, too. Up 2-0 with 5 minutes left. That motor is not off.
Throw here for the Eagles, trying to get possession back as quickly as possible. First time in a long time the Eagles have been down here.
Look how many purple shirts are in the box, too. They are just very well positioned on defense. It seems like at all times. They are rarely caught out of position as a team.
Rentosa jogs the ball up the pitch for the Crusaders. The Eagles having to sprawl across the turf just to...
It's a very well-timed challenge there to keep that clean.
Yeah, send it out of the box and allow Ellsworth to jump on possession. Thumped ahead by Ellsworth for Contronio to run after, and Bapst trying to clear it over to the sideline. Crusader bench is saying leave it because they thought there was a deflection. Referee is saying
I didn't
white
see a
ball.
deflection.
White ball says the referee. Eagles trying to get it back in, and now I think they're going to discuss with 3:37 frozen on the clock. Tonight's coverage presented by Greenway Equipment Sales, your locally owned John Deere dealer. See the Smith brothers in Bangor and Ellsworth because nothing runs like a deer. Call overturned. And Crusader ball off the restart. Darlings in Bangor has you covered for sales and service. Shop new Ford, VW, Audi, Honda, Nissan, Volvo, and Kia models are used of all makes. Visit darlings.com today. And Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment, it's Levesque Business Solutions. They've also got office furniture for you. Call 942-2226.
Just over 3 to go here, and you're going to see a lot of aggression from the Ellsworth side and probably a lot of the same patience that we've seen from Bapst over the last 47.
And 80 more minutes of soccer coming up after this one from right here on the University of Maine campus. The girls fixture between the Crusaders and the Eagles. coming up about 20-25 minutes after this one's through.
We saw a very clean, detailed performance, I think, from all the players on the field tonight from John Bapst. They make it very hard to defend when they are nearly, I don't want to say perfect, but nearly perfect every time. You kind of have to match that. And every mistake you make, they are there to take advantage, and it's been this way for the last couple of years. Again,
cross in, and the only thing stopping that one from the back of the net was a well-placed Eagle defender. Was that? Let's see. Merrill was in there, but he wasn't the one that got the block.
There. That was Noah Frost helping out Cooper Mitchell there, and it looked like 16 for John Bapst, Jack Backman.
That time it's Merrill with the cleanup effort.
And you certainly missed Caleb Jenkins tonight. If you're Ellsworth, one of your best defenders, I was very impressed with him against that and that Old Town game. But John Bapst just very good all around.
Oh, how's that for a takeaway? Spinning with the ball, trapped on the back of his legs. Looks like it'll be a free kick.
Yeah, I don't know if that's actually legal.
For the Eagles? I
think that's what they blew dead.
I'm not sure. Did
Can't grip it in your feet? I don't know.
It's
a new rule. I've never actually seen it. He got almost through the ball with his feet. It got trapped in between. I've never seen that on a soccer field before at full speed.
Inside of 90 seconds here as the Eagles play one into the box. Skips along towards goal, and Phillips has to dive to his right to stop a scoring opportunity for the Eagles. Have another look.
Nice little baby draw right there. Placed right in perfectly to where the two white shirts are. Deflected back towards the net, but great heads-up play by Bodie Phillips to fall on it and keep this a 2-0 game.
60 seconds left in Orono on Ticket TV, where our coverage is presented by Dean's Detailing. They've been Maine's auto detailing leader for over 50 years. Renew your vehicle's appearance, protect your auto investment, feel good and look good in a clean, shiny car, and book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. Crusaders looking for a third, as that one is wide of the mark. Northeast Driving School has been the leader in driver training since 1969. Register for driver's ed courses today at Greater Bangor's #1 driving school. Go to northeastdrivingschool.com to select your course. Just playing out the final 20 seconds of this one. Crusaders will advance to 8-0-1. They'll complete the double over the Ellsworth Eagles this year after a 1-0 win down in Ellsworth on September 9th. A 2-0 victory tonight in Orono.
This is certainly a game that felt evenly matched until John Bapst put that first one in, and then you could kind of see that they relaxed. They started playing their style of game, and they kind of really owned that second half. But that was a great 50-50 first half, and then John Bapst came out, and they were simply the better team in the second.
Gavin Rogers, Patrick Carlisle finding the back of the net in the second 40 tonight, and John Bapst victorious over the Ellsworth Eagles 2-0. We'll be back on Ticket TV to wrap this one and send you off to the next broadcast of the Eagles and the Crusaders right here on Ticket TV.
Your local family-owned McDonald's on Wilson Street in Brewer, Union Street and Main Street in Bangor are currently hiring new team members. Schedules that fit your life with full-time, part-time, and flexible schedules that adjust with your needs. Pair individualized schedules with tuition assistance to further your education. It's a great, future-focused combination. Apply today at jobs.mchire.com. Search for your locally owned McDonald's on Wilson Street, Union Street, and Main Street. Explore your future at jobs.mchire.com.
Life is so much better when you impact the lives of those around you, and with Creative Options, you will. Creative Options provides services and support to adults with intellectual disabilities, and right now, Creative Options is looking for shared living providers who take clients into their own homes, kind of like adult foster care. You'll enjoy a generous, tax-free stipend to work from home and make a difference in someone's life. To apply for this tremendous opportunity, simply visit creativeoptionsllc.org. That's creativeoptionsllc.org.
Fall into savings at the Furniture Gallery. Curl up with a leather reclining sofa for just $8.98. Hosting for the holidays, save up to 20% on dining furniture. Get the guest room ready with 10% off bedroom furniture and sofa sleepers from $6.25. Fall in love with your home this season with the help of the Furniture Gallery. Don't miss out on 18 months special financing on Tempur-Pedic and Stearns & Foster mattresses. Support our Maine family-owned business and save money. The Furniture Gallery in Augusta, Bangor, and North Windham.
Nothing runs like a deer. And Greenway Equipment Sales makes it easy to keep your John Deere running smoothly year-round. Our mobile maintenance truck will come to you and service most walk-behind and riding lawn equipment right in your yard. Just call or schedule online. Whatever the season, we'll have you tuned up, sharpened up, and geared up to mow or blow whatever Mother Nature dishes up. Contact the Smith Brothers today for service delivered.
Nothing runs like a Deere. From Greenway Equipment Sales, family owned and operated since 1994.
Now open, Darling's Ford Commercial Vehicle Center, 80 Haskell Road in Bangor. Servicing almost all makes and models of medium and heavy-duty trucks and RVs, from half-tons to vehicles weighing up to 75,000 pounds. Our factory-trained technicians and dedicated service bays are here to keep your wheels on the road. Schedule service now at darlingsford.com. Call 992-1691 or stop in today. You'll do better at Darlings.
Sometimes life is a cluttered mess, but your car doesn't have to be. At Dean's Detailing, we have a variety of packages that will make your car look new again. Change your outlook. Book your appointment now at deansdetailing.com.
He can't catch a football, but he can fetch you a home. Catch Luke at Next Home Experience.
Welcome back to the University of Maine. The John Bapst Crusaders victorious over the Ellsworth Eagles 2-0 in Game 1 of our doubleheader tonight on Ticket TV. John Bapst now 8-0-1 on the year, and the Ellsworth boys fall to 6-3-2. We welcome you into the McDonald's post-game show. Extra value meals are officially back. McDonald's is making bold moves to put value back on the menu so you can save when you make your favorites a meal. Whether you love the Big Mac, crave the quarter pounder with cheese, or can't get enough McNuggets, there's a value meal for you. Stop by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor, as well as Wilson Street in Brewer, to find offers you won't want to miss. An abbreviated pregame show, because we got to get abbreviated postgame show, because we got to get off to pregame of the next one. So let's get right into it here. Play and player of the game. We'll start off with the play, and Tyler, we're going back to the second goal of the game. Patrick Carlisle poking it in off the cross from Gavin Rogers.
Yeah, that's just a great pass by Gavin Rogers into the box right off the foot of Patrick Carlisle. Carlisle able to break away from his defender just at the right moment to get enough space and time to kind of just redirect that one into the net. But the pass on that was unbelievable by the sophomore, Gavin Rogers, who had a great game. May I segue?
Yes, you may.
Our player of the game, the sophomore Gavin Rogers. Not only did he have that assist, but also scored the game's first goal. Kind of a weird goal with a player on the field, but weird angle too, able to get it off of Cooper Mitchell and sneak it in. And after a really tight first half, getting that goal with just over 7 minutes gone in the second half, that allowed John Bapst to kind of breathe for the last 32.
Yeah, Rogers, that eventual game-winning goal right around 32-30. Carlisle added the second with about 14 minutes remaining. And that is your scoring summary from Game 1 of this doubleheader. The player of the game, presented by Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center. Whether you're watching some sports at the bar, taking the family out for a great meal and some fun, Heroes is the place to be, the official sports grill of Ticket TV in downtown Bangor at herosportsgrill.com. Just got to tell you about Eastern Maine Community College at EMCC. Every student has a story. Some are just beginning, others starting a new chapter. Wherever you are, your future can start at emcc.edu. And Praise Auto Sales. If you're looking for your next ride, Praise on Outer Broadway has you covered. Guaranteed lowest prices every day. No waiting for a sale. Over 40 years of trust, integrity, and dependability. Visit PraiseAutoSales.com today. Only one thing left to do in this one, and it's give credit to our crew around the grounds here tonight. Max Pottle off to our left, directing and producing, as well as whipping up the graphics. Matthew Cunha, the assistant director. Sydney Hurst up on the roof, running the cameras for us. And Tyler Cruz, my broadcast partner in this one. Tyler, enjoy a second half of the doubleheader off as you make your way back to Ellsworth.
Yeah, I will. I'm going to go watch the Yankees, hopefully, get their hopes up just to get them crushed.
That will do it for Game 1. Bapst takes it 2-0 over the Ellsworth Eagles. The girls' contest between Ellsworth and John Bapst up next. Don't go anywhere on Ticket TV.
High school sports on Ticket TV is presented by your local family-owned McDonald's on Main Street and Union Street in Bangor and Wilson Street in Brewer. Greenway Equipment Sales in Bangor and Ellsworth. Nothing runs like a Deere. Darlings Auto Group. You'll do better at Darlings. Visit darlings.com. Next Home Experience, the market leader. Get looped and get sold with Next Home Experience. The Furniture Gallery. a family-owned Maine company with locations in Bangor, Augusta, and North Windham. Hero Sports Grill and Entertainment Center, the place to be in downtown Bangor and at herosportsgrill.com. Levesque Business Solutions, your one-stop source for office equipment and office furniture. Dean's Detailing, the leader in auto detailing since 1971. Book your appointment at deansdetailing.com. And Northeast Driving School, Greater Bangor's #1 driving school for 56 years. Eastern Maine Community College, one college, many possibilities. Visit emcc.edu. High school sports on Ticket TV is also brought to you by Maine Trailer, Dairy Queen in Old Town and Bangor, Uno Pizzeria and Grill, Acadia Federal Credit Union, Flash Me Maine Photo Booth Rentals, Autumn of Life Home Care, Black Fly Coffee, Angelo's Pizzeria, Hartford's Auto Service, UMaine Online, Old Town Redemption Center, the Coach House Restaurant, UMaine Athletics, Bennett Auto Center, Tiller and Rye, Orno and Callis IGA, The Growing Place, Bangor Tire Company, Pat's Pizza in Hamden, Union Street Laundromat and Dry Cleaning, Danforth's Down Home Supermarkets, AM Construction and Roofing, Doors Equipment Company, Hillside Athletics, The Fitch Company, Tony Murray's Fairway Auto Sales, Tim's Plumbing, The Farmer's Table, Knowlton Automotive, American Made Home Goods, Back Alley Bar and Grill, RT Electrical, Auto Radiator Services, Mainstay Skincare, Bucksport Hannaford, Mainly Audio, Maniac Snack Shack and Sniff and Snack, Sweet Frog, Union Street Towing, Sweet Cheeks Bakery, Creative Options LLC, Brewer Federal Credit Union, Down East Toyota, Husson University, Harvey RV, Seaboard Federal Credit Union, Thomas College, First National Bank, Napa Auto Parts, and Hammond Lumber Company. High school sports on Ticket TV is a production of Sportsnet Maine and Sports Radio 92.9 The Ticket.